Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate every single one of y'all. This is my first YouTube presentation, and it'll be over the 77 code, Gregg Charles Popovich, Wemby, 9/11. Let's get to it. Alright, I'd like to start this off with the 1999 NBA Finals Championship. It was the San Antonio Spurs up against the New York Knicks. The San Antonio Spurs were led by the dynamic duo of Tim Duncan and David Robinson, referred to as the Twin Towers, that would go on to defeat the New York Knicks in a series of 5 games, beating them 4-1. Well, San Antonio in gematria equates to 41. 9/11, 2001 occurred on 41 date numerology. When you do 9 plus 11 plus 20 plus 01, it equates to 41. Now, what also occurred on that day, on 9/11/2001, was the Pentagon attack. It was American Airlines Flight 77 that was in air for approximately 77 minutes that would go on to crash into the 77-foot tall Pentagon located in Washington, D.C., which is where the 77th Meridian West runs through. Also, United States also equates to 77. Coach Pop, Mr. 77, born in 1949. Well, 49 is the 7 square. 7 times 7 is 49. Coach Pop equates to 77. His final season he coached was in the San Antonio Spurs' 49th season in the NBA. He was only able to coach 5 games. Therefore, that left a remaining of 77 games left due to the stroke that he had suffered. As of today, which is November 15th, 2025, Gregg Popovich is in the 77th year of his life. He was born January 28th, 1949. In the San Antonio Spurs, they came into the league from the ABA, having their first season in the NBA in 1977. Now, Victor Wembanyama, he was drafted in the 77th NBA draft class that occurred June 22nd, 2023. And right now, the San Antonio Spurs are in their 50th season in the NBA. The San Antonio Spurs also began the 2025-2026 NBA season with the franchise best 5-0 start. First season without Gregg Popovich, too. So 50th season, 5-0 start. And Victor Wembanyama's latest Instagram post is 77 more. Well, here's 77 more. Referring back to the game-winning NBA Finals game in 1999, the Spurs defeated the New York Knicks 78-77 as they would go on to win their first championship. Well, New York equates to 78. That's why that matters, and I'm sure y'all know what the 77 means at this point. Also, just this past week, Wednesday, November 12th, Arturo Sosa, the leader of the Superior, he's the Superior General for the Jesuits, also referred to as the Black Pope. He is 77 years old. In regarding to the Pope Leo the 14th, his September 14th birthday, he turned 70 years old, so you get 777. Now, this happened yesterday. King Charles III is now 77 years old. He was born November 14th, 1948. Well, Gregg Popovich, his middle name is Charles, Gregg Charles Popovich. Wemby's career high was against the Washington Wizards, home of the capital of 50 states, located on the 77th Meridian West. I actually went to this game and called that he would actually drop 50 points. It's crazy. Now, Tim Duncan and David Robinson are referred to as the Twin Towers. That would make Victor Wembanyama the One World Trade Center. Victor Wembanyama and World Trade Center have a supermatch of 185, 247, and 94. The 185 is significant because of basketball equates to 185. 247 matters because he came into the league while the United States was 247 years old. And the 94 matters because the basketball court is 94 feet long. Also, Victor Wembanyama plays center. That is his position. He's a center. So from 9/11/2001 to when Victor Wembanyama from 9/11/2001 to when Victor Wembanyama was born January 4th, 2004, it was 846 days apart. Well, this matters because American Airlines Flight 11 crashed into floors 93, Spurs equals 93, through 99 of the North Tower. Spurs won the 99 NBA championship at 8:46 a.m. So from 9/11/2001 to when Victor Wembanyama was born, it was 846 days apart as the first tower got hit at 8:46 a.m. Like father, like son. Jalen Brunson's father, Rick Brunson, was a reserve guard for the New York Knicks team that reached the 1999 NBA Finals, wearing jersey number 9. Jalen Brunson, the son of Rick Brunson, who also plays for the New York Knicks, wears jersey number 11. That's how you get your 9/11. So from 9/11/2001 to the 77th NBA draft selection, June 22nd, 2023, Victor Wembanyama was the first overall selection pick that the San Antonio Spurs picked. Well, that was 21 years, 9 months, and 11 days apart. 21 matters because Spurs equals 21. Tim Duncan, the greatest Spur of all time, wears number 21. San Antonio is the 210 area code. From Wemby's January 4th, 2004 birthday to when he got drafted, June 22nd, 2023, it was 7,109 days apart. Well, 7,109 is the 911th prime number. Those who cannot learn from history are doomed to repeat it. The San Antonio Spurs had posted that image or that graphic prior to the Warriors for Spurs game last year in 2024 on March 9th. And 17 days later, the Francis Scott Key Bridge would eventually go down. So it's just something that we got to keep in mind. And, when, certain teams win championships, certain events go down, sports, politics, entertainment all intertwine. And lastly, my last slide would be a shout out to Zachary K. Hubbard, the guy who put me on to a lot of this knowledge. And his YouTube channel is Gematria Effect News 25. And these are his books right here that he published: Letters and Numbers and Number Games 9/11 to the Coronavirus. You can get those on Amazon or on his website. I believe it's freetofindtruth.com. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for staying here till the end and hearing me out. I greatly appreciate every single one of y'all, and look forward to making more videos and series continuing on to these patterns I'm seeing. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day, and